happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So we are back with our English class. And in the last class we had completed the poem that was Who's In? Now today we are going to start with an interesting story. And it has an interesting character. Now, what is it? Look at the picture. Who is it? A genie. Yes, you had guessed right. You might have seen in animated and cartoon films. Okay, there's Aladdin also. You might have seen that film. So, the chapter, what is it? The name of the chapter is A Genie in a Bottle. It is an interesting story. And normally, what happens when we see a genie, we feel, okay, that means it must be a story where the genie will grant wishes. Okay, हमने cartoon films में देखा है, genie comes out and what he says, okay, I'll give you 3 chances और आपको अपनी wishes सुनानी है. But this genie is a little bad. Okay, ये genie थोड़ा negative है and we will find out what he will do with the character of the story, that is Narayan. Okay, so are you ready? Let's go. So this is a story about the genie and a poor fisherman whose name is Narayan. Now this Narayan, this person, he's a nice person. But genie, he's bad, he's evil. And what will happen when they will meet each other? And what will happen if genie tries to kill Narayan? So all this we are going to find out in this story. So are you ready? Let's begin.
In a bottle. Once there was a poor fisherman named Narayan. Every day he went to the sea with his net. One morning he pulled his net out of the water. He found it almost empty. There were no fish in it, only a dirty old bottle. Narayan was sad. He wanted a fish, not an old bottle. Maybe I can sell it, he said to himself. He washed the bottle. It became clean. He looked at it closely. It was tightly closed with a bright lid.
Okay, so what happened? How did Narayan think of making money from the bottle? Okay, that we'll discuss afterwards. So what has been shown? That there is a poor fisherman named Narayan. And as you can see, he was trying to catch some fishes. But जब उसने पानी में नेट डाला, कोई fish नहीं आई. But there was an old bottle. Okay, एक bottle थी. And जैसे ही उस bottle को साफ किया, he saw the lid, it was very tight. Now, what he can do is, he can sell the bottle and earn money, right? How did Narayan think of making money from the bottle? By breaking it, by cleaning it, or by selling it? By selling it.
Narayan had to use a knife to break the lid. The bottle was empty. He turned it over and shook it. A white cloud came out of the bottle and flew up into the air. The cloud grew bigger and bigger. Soon the fisherman saw a huge genie before him. The genie was as tall as a mountain. The frightened fisherman fell on the ground. The genie looked at him in anger and said,
Look at the genie. So what did we saw? It was a tiny bottle, right? And as soon as he opened the lid, what happened? Something came out and it became like a white cloud, okay? And then suddenly it became a massive genie. And as you can see, look at his face. He doesn't look like a good person, right? I think he's a bad genie, right? Now what he will do? See, you saw the reaction of Narayan also. Narayan ने जैसे ही देखा genie को, he just fell down. हम भी एकदम शॉक हो जाते अगर आप भी उसकी प्लेस पे होते, है ना, कि इतनी सी बॉटल से इतना बड़ा जिनी आया. नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंड नेक्स्ट.
Come here, little man. But what have I done? I am looking for King Solomon. He put me in this bottle and closed it up with his seal. He then threw the bottle into the sea.
Okay, now what happened? The genie said, "Come here, little man." And he said, "What have I done? What happened?" So the genie told his story, that is, how did he got trapped in this bottle. So what did genie told? He told that there was King Solomon, and what he did? I am looking for King Solomon. He put me in this bottle and closed it up with his seal. He then threw the bottle into the sea. So definitely the genie is a bad person, and that is why what did the king do? उसने उस बॉटल में जीनी को ट्रैप करवा के सी में फेंक पा दिया. ओके, बोला ये बॉटल को फेंक दो ताकि जीनी वापस बाहर नहीं आ पाए. But because of Narayan, finally he is back. Why do you think King Solomon put the genie in a bottle and sealed it up? We already discussed now, because the genie must have been bad and evil towards others. Okay?
But King Solomon died 2,000 years ago, cried the fisherman. What? Roared the genie. Then my old enemy is dead? Well, little man, you can take his place. Get ready to die. The fisherman thought for a...
Now what happens? The Narayan, the fisherman, he told him that King Solomon died 2,000 years ago. So that means now how will he take revenge? Genie को तो revenge चाहिए था. Now how will he take revenge? So he said, okay, King Solomon has died. Now you can take his place. That means genie now wants to kill this poor fisherman Narayan. Now do you think will he be able to kill him, or will Narayan be able to save his life? Let's find out in the next class, right? So we'll stop over here, and before that we will discuss some dictionary, that is some meanings. Okay? So the first one, belief. What is it? To feel certain that something is true or that somebody is telling you the truth. Okay? If I say I believe you, I believe whatever you say, that means जो भी आपने मुझे बोला मैं उसे एग्री करती हूँ, उसे मानती हूँ कि आप सच ही बोल रहे होगे. Okay? So to feel certain something that is true. For example, the sentence, I believe what he says because he never tells a lie. मुझे बिलीव है कि आप जो बोल रहे हो वो सही है बिकॉज आप कभी झूठ नहीं बोलते. नेक्स्ट, burst. To break open or apart, especially because of pressure from inside. So when something bursts, what happens? It is because of the pressure that is inside. The balloon will burst if you keep filling air in it. Isn't it? अगर हम बलून में बहुत ज़्यादा एयर डाल दें, so what happens? वो burst हो जाता है. So this is known as burst. Frightened. Frightened means afraid. Don't be frightened, it will not harm you, said the snake charmer. So what is frightened? It means to be afraid, to be scared. Okay? For example, if I say I am afraid to go in dark places, that means मुझे dark places में जाने से डर लगता है. Okay? So I think we should stop over here, and the remaining we will continue in the next class. So till that, take care of your health. Goodbye students. May God bless you.